I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What's happening? What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 266 of the SZN Podcast. I'm your boy Kam.
By Flowz.
And as always, guys, before we kick off the episode, please can head over to our Instagram page, which is SZN Podcast, and the Twitter page, which is SZN Pod. There's a link in the bio on both of those pages that will take you to where we're situated at streaming-wise. So if you like audio, the usual links such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, links are there. And if you prefer the visuals, the YouTube link is also there. Make sure you click on that, guys. Like, subscribe, give us a follow, interact with us. Appreciate it. Flowz, how have you been, bro? Hope you're good.
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks, man. This week, man, we've had all the excitement of the previous week. And yeah, unfortunately, the momentum couldn't really carry on, right, bro? Because, yeah, we've had a bit of a chilled week, I guess, which is good. That gives us more time to, I guess, take in and digest what we saw last week and the greatness that we saw from Bud Crawford. But, yeah, that's unfortunately it's left us with not much to talk about for this week, which is cool, Flowz. You know we always do. We always make something, always find something to talk about with boxing, because there always is something to talk about. I guess it's worth starting with, I guess, the biggest news in the boxing street, shall we say, has been perhaps we've seen a lot of drama coming from the whole Chris Eubank Jr. versus Benn II presser, which was last week, I think, the week that just gone, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, bro. Obviously, we knew this fight was coming. We knew that presser was going to come in. And to be honest, we kind of knew that it was going to be fireworks. Is it safe to say, bro, from what we could see, Eubank Jr. is at it again?
Yeah.
You know, becoming that heel. Well, I say becoming, he's been a heel, but sort of owning that sort of that villain role and just embracing it, right? And yeah, continuing his feud with Eddie and co. I think the clip that I think did the most rounds was actually the whole back and forth with Eddie regarding, well, if I'm not mistaken, Eddie claimed that he was about to give a quick eulogy, or not eulogy, but say a few words about Ricky Hatton, who unfortunately passed, as we know. And Eubank Jr. was quick to cut in and attack Eddie and say, you're trying to make it about you. And Eddie, in Eddie fashion, obviously fired back. But Flowz, what make of you of that whole back and forth between them two over, not over Ricky Hatton, but obviously Ricky Hatton was obviously implicated in it. But what are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I didn't watch the press conference, but I saw that clip doing the rounds. I saw it split opinion. I don't even think Chris Eubank Jr. waited to even hear what Eddie was about to say. His usual thing, he's been doing it for the last few press conferences, not letting Eddie speak, not letting Matchroom speak, really, only the fighters.
Yeah.
Because initially he was saying it's not about Eddie. Eddie tried bringing before, what's his name? His Eubank's brother-in-law, in fact, Frank Smith. Yeah, their family. They had their back and forth during it as well.
Wait, is Frank Smith Eubank's brother-in-law?
Yeah, he's married to Eubank's sister.
I didn't even know that, bro. What? Yeah. Wait, what?
Yeah, he married to Eubank's sister, so they're clearly not on good terms because, yeah, they were going back and forth that last press conference too. Yeah, so their family's funny. That's all I can say. But yeah, same again this time round. And I saw split opinions with people saying Eddie was trying to be slick by using Ricky Hatton's as a way to almost draw out Chris Eubank or paint him as a bad guy or use it as an opportunity, almost like a trap for Chris Eubank. Either let me speak and I'll do this, or don't let me speak and you look like the bad guy. And other people were quick to defend Eddie, saying, look, Eddie's worked with Ricky Hatton's son for a long time, not even just Ricky Hatton.
He put him on. Yeah.
Yeah. He gave him the opportunity. He's obviously been working close with Ricky Hatton. They've both been around the game for a long time. So it's not just there's an actual relationship there, if people are saying. So I do see both sides of it. Look, Chris Eubank Jr. He's fully led into the prick angle. So it's what it is. Like, there's no reason not to let the promoter talk other than being a prick. Here's the truth. Regardless of if it's honoring someone who's passed or not, he's just being a prick. Like Eddie Hearn's, people say, oh, Eddie Hearn's always making it about himself. It's his job to promote. So he's going to do the promoting. And he's very good at it. You can't say Eddie's not good at the talking and whatnot. He's very good at it.
The best in the world, bro. The best in the world.
Yeah, Chris Eubank Jr. I don't think, it doesn't matter if it was for Ricky Hatton or anyone, he's going to do what he does. And he's going to be prick that he's maybe not even naturally is, but he's led into it. He's fully become it, like you said.
I think Eubank is bloody good at what he does.
Yeah.
We've been saying it. When it comes to him being the heel and making you, he's so good as a heel that sometimes you even root for him. Sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, he owns the fact that he's a dickhead. And I don't, if he, like, as you said, I do think, regardless of whether it was a tribute to Ricky Hatton or not, he definitely would have jumped in because he knows now that his role, when it is Matchroom on the other side of the table, is to be that antagonist towards Matchroom. As you said, this is a recurring theme, right? This is almost like part 4 of the sequel of him versus Eddie, of him calling out Eddie, calling him a scumbag, having to go at him. And I think he's taken pointers from other people who've done it before. Remember when the whole "Hey Benn II" thing, Hey was quick to jump in and have a go at Eddie, blah blah. So a few fighters have done it. So I think boxers know that it sells well. Eddie himself is a massive person. He's bigger than there's a lot of boxers out there as a personality, right? So they know that going at him is a surefire way to get views and to sell a fight. And even though it is prickish, and if Eddie, because as you said, we didn't even get the chance to hear what Eddie was going to say. Before he even mentioned Ricky's name, Eubank had jumped in. So we actually don't know. Eddie actually could have said that because he wanted to make Eubank. Eddie himself is very smart. He could have just dropped that in there to make Eubank look even more of a prick than he looked like. But the point is, I think that Eubank knows that going at Eddie is something that sells well, and he embraces his role to do that. So that's what he did. I think Eubank was selling the fight, or trying to, and it definitely worked in terms of views. Myself as well, I didn't actually watch the full presser, but I didn't watch the presser at all, but I saw certain clips, and that was the first clip I saw, and I saw that was the first clip that was doing the major traction on the socials. So he did this job. But yeah, Eubank, I think, was trying to sell the fight by being a dickhead, which is, I guess, natural to him, and it's what he's been doing. Flowz, were there any other clips from the presser that you saw that caught your eye? Or yeah,
the only other one for the press conference I saw was him messing up his pops' line. He was meant to say the procedure will be parliamentary.
Yes,
freshie would have messed that one up.
How could you mess up? Shocking. How could you mess up such an iconic line, bro? Come on, bro.
Stinker.
Absolute stinker. Stinker. Obviously, Flowz, this is a fight that, obviously, we'll preview the fight properly when it comes, obviously. But just want to say, I guess, to ask you the question. Obviously, this was a fight that we initially, the first one anyways, we were very, very anti. We then watched the first one, and we were very, very happy with what we saw. We knew that the rematch was going to happen. We knew it was going to be a big money grab and whatnot. But for you, are you excited for this rematch given how well the first fight went? Or are you back to not caring again?
We'll be a hater, man. I'm back to not caring. I'm
back to my default setting.
Right back. Like I saw the friend, I was like, this again? But they dropped a classic on our heads last time. Like I won't remember that. That's still in the back of my mind.
Bro, so, they dumped on us. They dumped on us.
Yeah, they did. But boy, don't stick this time. They've got to deliver that or more. Because if they don't, get out of here. Then, yeah. But yeah, maybe when it comes closer, because it's what, November, the fight?
Yeah. I think November.
Yeah, so look, I just know it's going to be silly antics up until the fight, really.
Word.
Yeah. Maybe when they do the what's it called, like head to head or face off table sit down, I'll tune into that one.
Yeah.
Because that will be entertaining. But yeah, we'll see. I'll just catch the clips as they come because I know there's going to be some random clips.
Viral
Maybe
moments.
yeah, another egg nonsense. Who knows? But yeah, maybe fight week. I might be a bit more excited. What about you?
The same, bro. The reason I haven't watched the press conference because I have no interest really. I didn't really. I'll probably get around to watching it eventually, but you see certain fights you're excited for, you run to that presser, right? But this one, I was like, oh, cool. Like I said, I saw the viral clips I needed to see. I was like, cool, I'm content with watching this for now. I don't need to watch the full thing. Purely because, again, because I'm just not, don't really care. Even though even though I championed the rematch and I said, yeah, run it back. I need more of that. It came and went. Microwave. It got cold real quick. I don't know why, but yeah. So, but yeah, look, I'm sure the fight is going to be the same as the first fight. So, and now actually, I saw Boy Mac is involved this time, and I know he was, Boy Mac in press. He likes to get a bit chirpy. So yeah, he was talking his stuff, fresh off that Bud win, obviously. So he's feeling very happy. So yeah, good to see Boy Mac involved. Good to see himself as a character. So yeah, we'll see. Obviously, when the time comes, we'll see.
Yeah, look, there's only a few press conferences that I'll be rushing to watch, and a few names.
Charlotte Harrison free.
Yeah, that one, without a shadow of a doubt. Any Keyshawn Davis press conference.
Yep.
I guess. Adelaide.
Yep.
Who else? Edgar Berlanga too.
Yep.
Then by there, I'm locked in. Adrian Broner, if he decides to fight.
I was going to say AB. To be fair, Flowz, good segment. I mean, I hope I'm guessing you've been seeing what going on with AB recently.
Yeah, man.
He looks hot. He looks up, bro. It's sad. Like, we can't even joke about this one, bro. It's bad. It looks really bad. I saw another clip of him. The restaurant one. You saw it, right?
Yeah.
Bro.
I heard him say that line. I had to lock it off. He said he paid him tomorrow.
Yeah. He said, I'll get you the money tomorrow. Yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked, bro. That is so sad to see.
That is crazy.
It's so sad to see. But we said it. We said the AB is, know it. But yeah. I see what you mean in terms of certain pressers make you rush to see the certain guys that you just know their press conferences are going to be exciting. Shout out to Berlanga, man. I was thinking about him the other day. Pause. But yeah, I thought I said, where's Berlanga at, man? Bring it back.
That guy's a legend, man. Legend.
All right then, Flowz. Let's talk about our second topic. So a bit of a fun one, I guess. The Ring magazine, obviously, they've got their Inside the Ring show, which is now hosted by Max Kellerman. Obviously, right, Max being back in boxing, good to see. And the other hosts of the show, Flowz, are your boy Mike Coppinger. I think we've got Chris Ariola on there as well. And then the host, I think, is LaShawn McCoy, who, if I'm not mistaken, is an ex-NFL player. Not too sure what he's doing on the boxing show, but he's there as well. And obviously, fresh off the talk of the Bud Crawford area and whatnot, they were given their boxing Mount Rushmores. I guess it was personal to them, who they personally felt was on their boxing Mount Rushmore. Okay. Before we go and delve into their Mount Rushmores, it'd be good for us to talk about ours, I guess, personally. So a bit of fun. Mount Rushmore is meant to be 4, right?
Yeah, it's 4 faces.
Just to say, Max being Max put 5 on his, but Max is extra. Everyone else did 4, but Max did 5. But anyways, we'll get to Max later. But yeah, our personal Mount Rushmore's Flowz. So, like I said, make it as personal. You want to make it personal? I've got 2 names that I'm putting down instantly.
Yeah.
I think you probably suspect I know we're going to have some in common. There's one name I know we're definitely going to have in common because he's a name that we bonded at uni over in terms of our love for this man, in terms of boxing wise and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think he's someone that should be on everyone's Mount Rushmore, to be honest. But on my Floyd is definitely there. And I know Floyd's there for you.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. That's a fact.
That's a snaffle fact.
Yeah. For me, look, I think Mount Rushmore for boxing is straightforward. I wouldn't even say it has to be personal. I just think it is
You're just
for
going to go
boxing.
off
It's boxing. Yeah.
because the most influential, I can't say, okay, cool.
Yeah. Most influential, the names. I think it's like if I wanted to go personal, I might shift and change it. But I think overall for boxing, there's four names. I personally think. And one of them I'm happy to kick out, to be honest. But you got to put him in. He's that influential. He's got to be there.
So I'm assuming you could talk about my GOAT. Wait, I'm assuming you're talking about my GOAT, Mike, right?
Mike Tyson, he's there.
Thank you.
He's there.
Cool. But, because I know you like to kick him out.
If we're talking about accolades, ability,
and transcendence, Flowz.
Yeah, he's the big. Look. There's two names which are the biggest names in boxing throughout history. It's Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
No,
so if we're doing a boxers Mount Rushmore, that's 3 already. There's one more space.
Yeah.
One more space.
Yeah. Look, this is another one that if it was personal, I might not have him in there, but I think for boxing, he's in there. I'm going to say Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say it's definitely one of the sugars.
Yeah.
And I know that if we're talking history of boxing, Robinson has to be in there.
Yeah.
Now, I can't put him in mine, personally. That's what I'm saying. We got to do a personal one. I can't lie.
Yeah.
But yes, historically, Robinson's there because he's the reason why pound for pound came into effect. Yeah. It's him. He started all that. So, yeah, cool.
200 fights or something crazy?
Yeah, something dumb. Yeah.
So stupid.
Couple weight classes as well. Yeah, can't argue against that. Okay, so Floyd, Mike, Robinson, and Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, I think that's the boxing.
It's the boxing historians Rushmore.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now let's be personal, Flowz, because like I said, for me personally, Floyd and Mike are there. Robinson and Ali are not making my personal Rushmore, I don't think they are.
Ali's
Robinson definitely not. Ali, I have a case, but I'm debating.
Yeah, okay.
Personal Rushmore. And obviously with personal, I'm taking into account also people I actually watched. I did watch Ali, to be fair.
Yeah.
Tapes and whatnot, but people who had impacts in me boxing-wise and who I actually like sat through and watched in their career. I can put Ali there, but I can make a case that I could put other people in there, someone a bit more modern. But definitely Mike and Floyd, to me, were inspiration, boxing-wise. Yeah. Who else you put on yours, personally?
That's all. Roy Jones Jr. is right there.
Yes, okay, yeah.
It's
Oscar.
Yeah, that's it, Oscar. Look, Oscar, I'll give Oscar his
close. I met you. Oscar was your goat. He was your goat.
No, my goat. Oscar was my guy, though. Oscar De La Hoya was my guy. But we're talking Rushmore now, and yeah.
What you said? What you said? Extracurricular activities kind of kicked him off.
Other activities.
But Flowz, we're talking inside the ring, bro.
No, count it all. Got to count it all. And look, even if I was to say Oscar was in there, he's getting the space too. Because if I'm doing a personal one, I think a Bud Crawford is right in the mix now.
So I think if I'm talking personal, I think I put Crawford in mine as well now, you know.
Yeah.
So that's 3. This is tough. Because Roy for me as well.
Roy's yeah, that's what. I'm keeping Ali though. I'm keeping Ali. I'm getting Tyson out of here.
I'm keeping Tyson in mind. So now I'm debating between Ali and Roy.
Yeah,
yeah. Ooh. It's between Ali and Roy, you know, for me, in terms of my final spot. Because I'm putting Mike, Bud, and Floyd in mine. So yeah, this is tough for me, man. Roy, I might have to go Ali. I think I might leave Roy out of mine. Which is nuts, obviously, because I love Roy. But yeah, it's Ali, to be fair. So
Roy Jones Jr. is
fairs.
my favorite boxer.
Yeah, fairs. No, Roy's him. Roy was him. So we can't even. Yeah, it's tough though because like Bud is again. This is another sort of ode to Bud almost. How he's inserted himself into these conversations, rightfully so. Like I said, Flo. Well, I'm not surprised it's you. A case can be made for Pac-Man. I think. No. I'm just saying, like he's honorable mention. Pac-Man's honorable mention.
If you're from the Philippines, yeah, sure.
Bro, at one point, Pac-Man was bro, like he was keeping the lights on as well. Him and Floyd. Pac-Man was there too. Obviously,
those lights would have been turned off if he stepped into that ring earlier.
Given that he's unfortunately had some unfortunate losses, shall we say, then maybe I wouldn't put Pac-Man in there. But I don't think a case could be made for Pac-Man. I wouldn't be like mad if someone had Pac-Man in their Mount Rushmore. I'd be so real. Like he himself was huge for boxing.
Yeah, there's certain names that people like to say that
even
the mix.
Even the Canelo, if he was in someone's rush, I wouldn't even be mad. I wouldn't be too mad if Canelo was there.
It depends where they're born, though. It depends where they're born. For me, actually, if you're doing like a Mexican Mount Rushmore, then
it's him and Chavez, bro.
Yeah, Canelo's there. But I don't
know.
You
said certain names. What names were those for you?
Well, people like to say, Rocky Marciano?
Yeah.
He can't be in the mix. I don't want to hear his name on any Rushmore.
Agreed.
People like to throw him in the hat for greatest boxer lists. Not for me. Almost similar to Tyson. In the sense that, who you beat is my question.
Come on, man.
Who you really beat? But I give Tyson these props. The reason why Ali's there for me, I can't say, I'm taking out Ali for Oscar De La Hoya. That's crazy. Even though, like, I grew up watching De La Hoya. Look, I might even say Emmanuel Augustus in terms of people I grew up enjoying.
Emmanuel Augustus, fair. That is a name. That's a throwback name, boy.
Remember, we grew up in the YouTube era. So watching YouTube, I would be sitting there watching boxing on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Drunken Master, that was early viral stuff in terms of boxing.
It was.
So I always give Augustus his props. And a lot of boxers give him his props too. But
entertainment.
These are just, entertainment factor. But I think my Rushmore, personal, Roy, Floyd, Ali, Bud.
Leonard, Sugar Ray Leonard, honorable mention?
Yeah, he is. Yep. He is. In the history one, he's right in line.
Moneymaker for all that era. That era was considered the best era ever. Obviously, his contemporaries, Hagler, Hearns, these are all legends, Hall of Famers. Duran and Robinson fought them all. Leonard fought them all. So,
Yeah, 4 kings.
Yeah, bro. What an era. Okay, well, you'd be interested to know, but I think, obviously, I didn't watch the segment fully, but I've seen the graphic of all the hosts of Inside the Ring, their Mount Rushmores. There's no Ali in any of them, or Robinson. But I think the caveat is, because I didn't watch it, I don't know, but I'm going to assume that it's like a 2000s list, maybe.
Okay.
Or that era, because, again, these are, Max himself, a boxing historian, I'll expect to see at least a Robinson or Ali, but So let's assume that it's a certain time period. But I'm going to start with Chris Ariola, his Mount Rushmore, Roy Jones, Lennox Lewis, Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya. That's Chris Ariola's.
Strong list.
Strong
If it's
list,
that time
not
frame.
mad. Ariola's Mexican, right? So De La Hoya, I hear it, maybe. Yeah? Cool. Now we have LaShawn McCoy, Roy Jones Jr., Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Bud Crawford. Okay? Now I'm going to go over to your guy, Mike Hoppinger. Oscar De La Hoya, Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. And then finally, Mr. Max, who had to come in with 5. Pernell Whitaker, Roy Jones Jr., Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, and Bud Crawford. Now, I knew Max would pick Pernell because he loves Pernell. And I also love Pernell. Obviously, yeah, to me, one of the best ever. I love Pernell. He's one of my favorite fighters to watch ever as well. Yeah. So I'm not surprised he put Pernell in there. He's just trying to show that he's a geek. That's what Max is doing.
Yeah.
He knows Pernell. But out of those Rushmores, what do you think is the strongest one? It's hard to put Max in there because he went and picked 5, which is a bit annoying. But yeah.
I think they're all solid lists.
Yeah.
I think they're all solid. What was Coppinger's? You had
Coppinger had De La Hoya, Pacquiao, Floyd, and Mike.
Yeah, it's not his. Yeah, we'll let his out straight away. I like Chris Ariola's.
Floyd, Lennox, Roy, and Oscar.
Yeah, that's a good list. Lennox underrated in that sense.
I was surprised to see Oscar in 2 of them, to be fair. But again, yeah, that era, Oscar was that guy, to be honest. So yeah.
Oscar was the man.
He was.
Man.
Before, like he was the one that started making, like, I think, serious bread. Yeah. Before Floyd took over. Like, Oscar was making, and he fought a lot of the greats as well, to be honest, Oscar.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. He was, he did. Yeah, they're all good lists. I can't complain about any of them.
Yeah.
If there is a time frame on there.
For the era I'm assuming Flowz, those are probably the names you should be putting in the hat. Obviously, there's other names we can put in there. You can make a small case for an Andre Ward, maybe.
Yeah.
But he only did it for 2 weight classes. Maybe didn't have the same longevity as those guys. So cool. You can obviously make a case for Canelo being in there. You can make a case for Usyk also being in there, to be honest.
Yeah.
Surprised no Usyk was there. Obviously, in a way, Bam. People will make a case for Triple G. Let's be real, they will.
Yeah.
So there's guys that in case, but overall, those are probably like the guys I'll probably say that you can say.
Yeah. Look, to be fair, even I think you've got to be retired as well. I'm thinking about me including Bud. I feel like your career's going to be said and done, really, before you get on a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
But saying that if Bud retires today, then he could be in my personal one. He could be my personal one. Just the accolades. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I when you're saying names like, in a way, Usyk, it's fair. Yeah, Usyk can be too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm more inclined to stick with the historians one, because that one always set in stone, really.
And yeah, there's no arguments there, right? Because of what those guys did for the sport and all that kind of. I hear that. I like Rushmore talk, man. Obviously, it's always interesting to see what people their thoughts and whatnot. And again, we've had so many great boxers over the years that you can really chop and change, right? You can mix and match. But that historian we did earlier, that definitely is like you can't really replace much from that history. Yeah, you can't really put much people in there, or you can't really chop and change. There's others you can probably mention in there, but you'd be hard pressed to find, I think, a better quartet, right, Flowz? I think that is a very, very listeners challenge for you lot. If you think you can beat a better quartet than that, or we can take something out of that, that the original 4 we did, let us know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man.
All things considered, that list, it's the list. Tyson, Ali, the biggest names. the biggest names in the
because
sport.
if we're talking transgender, some people might say they probably want to swap out one sugar for the other sugar, for example.
Yeah.
If Leonard did transcend as well in his own right, I think at that time, right? So yeah.
And Floyd is another huge name, money maker.
Yeah,
skill wise, it has to be
the best we've ever seen. Yep.
Yeah, I just think in terms of
you talk about influence. Floyd legit influenced an entire generation of boxers. All these boxers legit talk like Floyd now.
Yeah.
Just to give to myself.
Yeah, the modern pay-per-view king, some modern way of how many fights you have, keep protecting your own.
Thank you. That's the kick. That's all Floyd.
Yeah.
All the fighters today are Floyd babies. Let's be real.
Yeah. Shout out to Floyd, man. Even now.
You're still seeing his influence.
I even forgot him and Tyson are meant to be fighting. That's it.
Oh yeah, Look, exhibition. You know how it is. It should be him and Roy because they actually have real smoke. It should be, bro. Roy Jones was looking for him. So Roy actually said, "I don't want an exhibition. I want a street fight." Like Roy actually, and Roy still thinks he's still got it. Roy said, "I don't want no exhibition. We need to meet in the streets."
Oh,
I said, Uncle, calm down, man. Calm down.
Yeah, I don't know if CT is kicking in before him, man, but he's funny.
Yeah, hilarious, man, hilarious. But Flowz, I think we can leave it there. So another chilled, nice one. Unless you have anything else to add, bro.
Nah, let's leave it there, bro.
Let's leave it there. All right, then. Listen to episode 266 of the SZN Podcast. Once again, I'm your boy Kam.
I'm your boy Flowz.
And as always, guys, you need to find us on the streaming platforms. Peace.
I'm taking a strap. I'm strapped up.
What was that about?
Let's make the fight happen. We strapped the fuck up.